Hello, my name is Nikki Jones and I'd like to welcome you to my channel. My channel is basically me reflecting on my own experiences in my life and my human experience in this spiritual life. I became very spiritual. I was always spiritual as a very young child, but as I grew up, I kind of buried it because I had many relationships, but I just realised that all these relationships have always been teaching me lessons. And, you know, we take it for granted, really, even though we have maybe a horrible partner, that somebody that's made us treat us down and somebody that's made us feel, you know, like we're not who we really are, and we start to question really who we are. And I've been there myself, and I really do believe now that being single and being separate from having that relationship and being so selfish, I know for me, this was the first time I'd been so selfish and like to not be interested in having a relationship because I was too selfish with my own time, because I was learning about myself. And when we're single, we are learning about ourselves. We're taking time out to learn about ourselves and heal our wounds from our last relationship. Now, I know I talk about this on my videos, but I just am very passionate after living my life and learning what I've learned has made me realise I'm going to sneeze. Oh, I just managed to pause it in time before you heard me sneeze. Bit of hay fever, I think. I think everybody's suffering a bit this year. I've heard a lot of people say they are. So, where was I? Now, I'm a very, very true believer in fate. I have to say this. I'm a very big true believer in fate. I believe things happen for a reason. I believe that we are what we think about, the law of attraction, and I really am quite passionate about the things that I've learned without trying to not be too drawn in and attached to them, because there's something that does happen with my personality, is that I can get very taken by something and very excited by something, and this can get me in a lot of trouble. And I'm sure I'm not the only one, I'm sure I'm not. But, you know, I do have a very happy, positive personality. And I've used that in my whole life. And I remember a teacher saying to my father that, you know, she may not get on with her brains in her life, but she will get on so well with her personality. And this is my gift, I believe. I have this gift of this power that I have inside me, and learning to know what to do with my power and how to use it is another thing. I suffer with really bad red hot hands. My hands are always very, very hot, and I believe maybe I should be giving spiritual healing to people. Maybe my hands are very powerful. I'm yet to discover this. I do know I have gifts, but it's just getting to the point now of actually really being aware of every one of them and understanding what they mean. I'm so tuned into myself now that I understand what I'm feeling and why I'm feeling it. And I work on my inner self so much to make sure that I'm balanced and that I'm thinking straight and I'm not letting the chit chat in my head take over, and I stay positive. And if anybody, I should really be on the floor and crying and saying, oh my God, what the hell am I going to do? Because I've been in that situation so many times, but I don't let that swallow me up. I do stress. I must stress. You know, we all stress. But I try not to let it take over me and attach myself to that feeling and that, you know, shit, what am I going to do sort of situation. I just believe in, I really do believe in the universe will bring me something if I choose to be grateful and have gratitude for everything that I have in my life, not feeling sorry for myself for all the things that I don't have in my life, having that gratitude for everything, you know, whether it's a roof over my head, whether it's my nice decor, whether it's my mind, whether it is even just having a door that I can close and keeping the house warm. You know, whatever it is, everything that we have, we take for granted. And a lot of people are going wrong in their lives because they worry too much about the things that they haven't got. And instead of really focusing on all the things that they have got. I do really, really bang on about using a journal, dating every time you write down, and just writing your thoughts, writing what maybe, you know, if you say something like, I wanted to do this today but I didn't do it, then you need to ask yourself why you didn't do it, what stopped you from doing it, and you know, what happens. And I did keep a little journal of this. I was shown this from somebody that if you write down your first thought, then you write down your second. So the second thought is, so it's like, it could be, I need to go to the shop to get some washing up liquid. And the second thought is, you write that down, and the second thought is, what stops me from going? And then the third thought, or the third section is, what happens? What does your higher self want you to do? You know, what happens? Did you have conflict, or did you decide that was it, you would do it? And I felt that when I did this, because I knew I was writing it down, it made me do it even more. So if that makes sense. So if I said I needed to go to Tesco's to buy something, the fact that I would turn around and say I couldn't be bothered to go would be me being negative. So I would make sure that I was able and willing to do the things that I needed to do, even though I isolated myself for such a long time going through my spiritual awakening. The layers and the layers come away all the time in my spiritual awakening, but you know, every day I feel that I transform into this like butterfly, and people think I'm younger than I am, and people seem to like me. Not everybody, I'm sure. But I'll leave it there. I just, it's been a while since I've done a video. I've been working, and I've not had a minute to breathe. So I thought, right, I'm going to do it now. So anyway, thanks for listening. Peace, love and light.